CS Joho, the governor, the leadership of members of parliament from Coast. This afternoon we have had a meeting with over 30 members of parliament from the 6 counties in Coast region. Our meeting was centered around matters of national security and administration. Our first focus was on security. As you know, we were here last year for Jukwaa la Usalama in April, and we had a discussion about a number of issues that touch on the security, especially on gangs, particularly juvenile gangs, including matters that touch on panga boys and all these other juvenile gangs. I'm happy to note that we have made great progress, and I want to thank the regional security team for the work they have done, but we continue witnessing recurrence of this problem, even if it's not in a huge magnitude. And our discussion was around how best we are going to ensure that these young people, once they are reformed, once they have been arrested and they have been disciplined, we find ways of reforming them and engaging them in other activities. The proposal of the leadership of this region is that we need to have a Kazi sort of climate works program, or Kazi Mtaani sort of a program that will ensure that they are engaged, and also a program to support them to go to technical colleges so that they can be able to live a different life. We know that part of the reasons why they are engaged in this behavior is that some of them also, there is a combination between criminal gangs and the question of drugs and alcohol abuse. Let me say also that first, on the juvenile gangs, I want to say that we have made significant progress. We want to partner with the leaders to find ways of making sure that we eliminate this problem completely. Number 2, we discussed issues of drugs and alcohol abuse. And I must say that, again, this is an area that there has been a consistent crackdown. You know that recently in the high seas there was drugs that were synthetic drugs that were nabbed, worth about 8 billion. We have also done the same for cannabis, a lot of which comes from our border with Uganda through the northern corridor. And some of those problems which are here is because of porous borders in other parts of the country. And I must say that a lot of work is going on. And because the president has declared that this is the year that we must work to eliminate the problem of drugs in the country, I have shared the strategies with the leaders, some of which, as the governor said, we are not going to discuss openly here. But our focus is to deal with those who are engaged in commercial, dealing with drugs in commercial quantities, and also dealing with high drugs like heroin, cocaine, and other synthetic drugs. Our effort is to ensure that our work is to ensure that we eliminate, arrest the main traffickers, the transporters, and as the president announced, we are going to go also not just for the drugs, or not for arresting them, we'll go for their properties, and to make sure that those properties are sold and the resources are used to build rehabilitation centers. His Excellency the President also asked counties to provide land to ensure that we help them build rehabilitation centers, and the county government of Mombasa and other counties in this region are in the process of delivering that piece of land for His Excellency the President to instruct the relevant agencies to help us construct rehabilitation centers, so that those who are rescued from this scourge are actually taken through rehabilitation to come back to live their lives. The third issue we dealt with was the question of getting services closer to the people. In this subject, there are a number of sub-counties, divisions, and sub-locations that were gazetted that are yet to be operationalized. We've done barely 15 in the whole region locations, about 30 sub-locations, less than 10, about 5 divisions, and about also another 3 sub-counties. There are another 2 sub-counties we are going to operationalize immediately, and the rest of the divisions and the sub-locations will be shared based on principle of equity, depending on the kind of budget we get in this financial year, especially in the next supplementary budget, based on the proposals we had already made during Jukwaa la Usalama session. In this quest to get also services closer to the people, we have, as a ministry, we have agreed that all the sub-counties must have offices for civil registration, so that the birth and death certificates can be gotten or can be given to the people closer. There's been a paradox where IDs are closer than the birth certificate, yet the birth